Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they... Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready? We're waiting. Mark 54. Hey, get me away from him. Check that. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey. Let's go.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They give it to Hill running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd down, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Ready? Black 25. Check 56. Squeeze down the low. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Hey, 5-0. Easy. Hey, let's go.
On second down now, it's Hill, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Mott's 56. Mott's 56. I'm coming. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Seahawks take over first down.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 16. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Got it. 45 the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 45. Got it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial.
Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And Jennings has it. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On first down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
45. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Record. 45. Mike, 45.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Rashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shifts by him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Noah Spence. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. To throw is Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get tight. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 31. Check 31. Bang, 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 bang. Easy.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And a catch right side by Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We all flip it. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready? Blue way. 50. Time to go. Night. Right. He's tight right here. Sonny. 4 down. Easy. My 50. Here we go. Even. I'm coming after you. Say.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ready? Blue ready. Check. Walk 54. White. Check nickel.
On 1st down, it's Hill. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tighten up. Flip it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Man out. Patsy.
Play action now. Winston. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain there of 21 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back. Hey, guys, listen.
Throwing again. Wilson. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
45. Mike, 45. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball. 45 is the mic. I got it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Short. 45 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. 45.
Now Wilson going to throw again. It's caught right side. Dixon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45. Mike, 46. All you get is a headache. 45's the mic.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Hey, check Mike 45. All right.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check 43.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
45. From midfield now. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
14. 45. 45. Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
4 down. 4 down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Watch the safety creep. He's checking. He's checking.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Follow. 30. Check 13.
Winston now from the 50. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the 1st. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The Seahawks take over
That's it,
1st
baby.
and 10
We got work.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
45. Mike, 45.
Now Wilson. Looking deep for Jennings. He's got it at the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Gary Jennings with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Out, 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 out. Watch safety creep. Green, triple team. Safety's creeping. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Buccaneer first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check tight.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. White. Easy. Hey, stick with the mic. Rabbit.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On second down, Winston again. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
50 the mic.
Y'all not ready.
6 guys.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Undercrush, undercrush. 6, pull it, half, switch. Hey, easy. Alert 3. Keep bringing it.
On third down, it's Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Watch the run.
On first and 10, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
56 to Mike. Easy. Cut.
Now Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys continue to pour it on.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5 now. Wilson flush to his right. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass.
45.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. But his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
And Winston lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
First down, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I got you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And an alley to run. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Good guys, 4 down.
Check. Next box. Right.
Good job right there.
SOS. Come on. Mike 20. Come on, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Easy. Hey, 54. Mike 54. He runs. 54.
They're looking to throw this. Winston airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Evans has it left side. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Ready. Blue ready. 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run on first down. Hill. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.